Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hard to Find 4 Kaiserreich as the Swiss state. Let's continue off where we last left off. So, France took these two provinces from us. It was a very sad time, but we have now couped the government. Eugen Breaker is in charge of the country right now. And we're just trying to get rid of Black Monday effects, as well as make our way eventually to reclaim the nation. Which, it does look like it, will allow us to do a little bit of expansion. Help Germany out in their war once the time comes. So we have banned the syndicalist parties. Not a huge surprise. 25% political power, 2% stability. We can purge the military. Oh wait, no, we have... The new order failed, so we need to become 80% popular soon. Okay. So that might change the... You know what? I'm going to cancel this. We should get our 10 days back. And we're going to do this right away. I did not know there was going to be a timer on this one. I mean, it's for an entire year, so we should have enough time. We can nationalize foreign assets. We get 2 civilian factories off map. But Germany and Austria might hate us, so we're not going to do that right away. We'll unlock securing the nation decisions. Party popularity go down, but we get 10% stability and some other bonuses. Army experience, we're not even at 100, so let's purge the military of the syndicalist. I'm not going to declare martial law quite yet because we need to make ourselves popular, and declaring martial law is a good way for that not to happen. Okay, so here's the event of choosing a new flag. I think I like the B one the most. This one is just a mess. This one is just kind of boring. So we're going to go for the coat of arms on a white background. Wonderful. So a brand new flag for a brand new Switzerland. And it's a 5% boost in party popularity. Getting your way to 80% is probably challenging. You're 5, so you're 15. Well, you're 30%. 30%, you're 35%. But I'm still curious about what command economy is. Because it doesn't show up in here at all. Like, there's closed economy. But that's different than command economy. I mean, I have the political power, so I might as well hold the military parade as well. So loyalty in the offer core. We get the event of burn trials. We lose a little bit of stability, but I think that is fine. I'm not too worried about it. That's only 2.5% after this has been removed. We're already at 30%. If we do all of those focuses here, that'll get us up to 65%. We basically just have to keep on choosing whatever gives us the most party popularity. That's the way I see it, at least. Germany, how are you guys doing down here in China? The answer is not great. But nobody should be surprised by that. Italy is joining the Austrian faction, which probably means that, Austria is going to intervene in the Second World Krieg. Trials begun for Staff Officer Gustave Cum. So who are you guys? You are the actual leader of the country. Okay. And you are Henry Gusan. How many leaders do I have right now? I have so many leaders that I'm fine killing a few. He's been marked for planted liability. Gets event. Stability goes down, army experience goes down. Ah, screw it, he's guilty. Everybody is guilty. They just don't know it yet. Okay, it's a trial of Louis the Breton. The French-speaking household. Syndicalist leanings. Guilty. Off with his head. Get him out of here. Do we lose this? If we get the Reclaim the Nation, do we lose this benefit? Because that's really good. Henry! The leader of the army. We can't have you die. Well, we probably could. Why do we... Political motivated, Dude's high position. Dude's distaste of the man. Very unpopular. You know what? He can be innocent for now. If we need to kill him in the future, you know, we always can. There's nothing stopping us from putting a bullet in his back, in the back of his head, in, you know, a few years from now. Most high-profile trials are now over, but there's still many who face military justice. Traitors and syndicalists alike face trial. I'm kind of fine. Like, losing army experience doesn't matter because we're already at 0. So we've purged the military. Has that helped us out at all? I don't know. But we will see. Political power goes up by 50. We gain 5 stability. Division organization minus 50%. Not great. I mean, a 7% penalty is not that bad. One of you, you're plus 10%. So you're kind of already offset this mostly. Don't want to declare martial law. At least I don't believe we do. Nepal has now gone into a 2-front war against both Indias, which I've never actually seen before. So maybe for the first time in forever, Nepal will actually, like, lose. The Ottomans are now in a massive war. Will they win or will they be defeated? We will have to see. The Mishiki Kingdom, I think, is going to like die immediately. Albania joined the Austrian faction. So they're getting quite tough. So they will be a valuable ally in the wars to come. Assuming they, You're still at war with these guys. How many, I have what, like, 100 planes? How many planes do I have? 111 planes. You know, it's not a great number, I will admit. You know, joined the Cairo Pact. They declared war on the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, no, they're just, the Ottomans are fighting a big war. But that is to be expected. We got 3 more days until we have our single Swiss people and our single Swiss language. We're up to 33%. Do you improve party popularity at all? I mean, I think the black spot of Europe absolutely get to... Yeah, national spirit, populist conscription. 5% recruited population is pretty good. It puts you up to service by requirement, so... It's not bad. It's interesting that we might want to take it in the future. Creation of International Avant-Garde. They would have done that a lot earlier if I didn't, you know, make them have to attack us. I mean, technically we could cheat and just be like, hey, we're going to take this Swiss neutrality thing, but French-Swiss flow into France. We lose 11,000 manpower. Not great, because we already don't have a lot to begin with. But you know what? Screw them. If they can't appreciate our Swiss state, they don't deserve to be here. Yeah, so Michigan Kingdom's already capitulated. Your 10% bonus, like 10% is going to get us to 43. We're going to get us to 58. But 58 is still like nowhere near close enough to get to 80%. But securing the nation might have things we need. Okay, 2 offensive civilian factories. I don't know what the Germans could do to us. And that is what scares me. So I don't want to research this because we don't have military experience. You know, let's start researching some tanks. We'll probably want some in the future. We're getting 48 fuel per day. Not that we really have anything to spend it on. I mean, we have our Air Force, but that's about it. Not like most of your oil goes towards just trying to fund the Navy as much as humanly possible. Russia's declared war on Turkestan. They'll probably deal with that pretty easily. So Russia's no longer syndicalist. They've gone social democratic. How will that play out in the future? I don't really know, but we will see. But the International is going to be quite strong in this game. Finland hasn't joined the International quite yet, but I'm sure they will soon. Portugal joined the Entente. Which is going to create like an interesting kind of front line with Spain in the future. Because I'm still pretty sure CNT is going to win. I think it looks pretty likely. I mean, I could send... No, I can't send troops because you need, what, 20 divisions? Yeah, you need 20 divisions, and I do not have 20, unfortunately. What are you still missing? You're missing on a handful of artillery. We're not building any artillery, so that's a good reason why you'd be missing out on it. Unfortunately, being a landlocked nation, we are kind of screwed when it comes to getting aid. Because France and Italy, 2 countries that we are definitely going to be going to war with, are directly on our borders, which is a little bit worrying. Anybody doing anything? Like, when can you declare war on Italy? You can start doing it now if you wanted to. And I would appreciate that. Can you also start doing it now? Yes. So, Italy could start beginning its internal wars, which would drag the International and the Austrians at war with each other, which seems pretty good to me. Assuming, of course, that the International doesn't just kill Austria, that would be very bad. So we can see that the Germans actually have made some progress. And by that, I mean they've landed troops in provinces that do not have naval ports, so they're just going to die. This is really like, is Japan... Like, if Japan attacks China, that could work out well for them. If Qing attacks the Republic of China, that could work out well for them. But it's hard to say. So Bulgaria has lost the war. Not a huge surprise. And I do believe the Ottomans are going to win the war against the Cairo Pact. Eventually. I think it's going to take a little bit longer. We still have about 231 days until you're ready to go. So we got 2 more days for you. Consolidate power is going to be an extra 15%. The RPD's taking power in Bulgaria. Are they the Social Democrats? No, they're the Liberals. Okay. We can hold another military parade. We can do, I think, 2 of these. So that's going to be an extra 5%, getting us up to 50. You are going to get us up to 70 with these 2. So that still means we need... There's a 10% somewhere that we can possibly get. Like, I'm worried about declaring martial law. If it leads to, like, I can't hire somebody that's just here in the night. I mean, you're all national populace, so I assume you're doing the most you already can. Okay, let's pull you guys over here. Actually, you know, this is probably one of the few times where solidify control might actually be worthwhile. 100 political power for 180 days. That's an extra 5%. It's a while, but it's less than this. If anything takes longer than, 213 days, then it's not going to help us out. So that's going to get us up to 75%. So there's got to be a 5% we can get somewhere else. I mean, we could do Black Spot of Europe. I mean, it's interesting. Because Reclaim the Nation, if we could just, like, manually justify on France. But I don't know how long that... How long would that take? Reclaiming a core state right now is 135 days. And I don't think they've actually generated any world tension. Okay, they generated 8.9%. I believe that number will go down even more in the future. It costs 27 political power. It's going to raise world tension by 19%. Argentina has actually won the war down there. So the Internationale is doing pretty good this game, which is definitely worrying. Get some more research. Let's go for the better factories. So we got 2 times 100%. So we get a nice bonus on 2 researches, which is always nice to have. You wish you in the Reichspakt. Like, Germany has so many men on this border right now. 18 divisions in just this one province. Do they have 18 divisions on the entirety of the border with the French? I don't know. I'm leaning towards no. How many people actually died in their war against China? I'm 216,000. Somehow they've actually more Chinese people have died. I don't know how that's even possible. But that's what happened. And another division. Like, I would still like to join the Reichspakt, but there's nothing I can do to, get him to say yes. As far as I know. Especially if you try to seize their assets, that probably is not going to work out well for us. So let's get some decryption. They're getting the communal army, which I believe is a... This is war support. Which one of these did they go for? They did go for the anarchist military policy, so they're going to get a bunch of free recruitable population. Like, a lot of recruitable population. Why is also join the Reichspakt? Why he's not joining the Entente. They're a little bit fickle about who they want to support right now. But that's okay. You know what? I won't hold it against them. For now. For now, I won't hold it against them. But, you know, in the future, who knows? There's a lot of things that could change. Got 140, 175 days. 130 days. Brazil joined the Reichspakt. Okay, that's going to at least counterbalance against Argentina. Then in the army. You're not going to help us, though. Like, if we could theoretically make some of these other parties less popular, but I don't think that can actually happen. Which is unfortunate. So we still need our 5% extra points from somewhere. We use 50 political power. And again, there's none here. Only research speed plus 4%. That's not too bad. Remove national spirit, officers purged. That would be nice. To not having to purge them. The government has been secured. It has not been secured. Oh, because that probably means we need to get 80%. We gotta get 80% before we can even take Reclaim the Nation. I don't see how that's even possible. To be completely honest with you. So, I guess we're going to do Black Spot of Europe. And then we'll just manually justify on France if we have to in the future. And that'll definitely get us to our... Like, even just Black Spot of Europe will get us to 80%. It's going to take 70 days, though, which is a while. Every country will hate us. All of them will hate us. Stability goes up by 15%. 100 political power. And we can figure out what the hell command economy is. An impenetrable fortress bristling with xenophobia and myriad interweaving fortresses. That sounds fantastic. For a war against the French. We got Wiltshire era tanks. We'll go for heavy tank designs. We got new generators officers. We can modify officers purged. So things are less bad, which is nice. So basically, the organization I think is based on net zero. It's just a doctrines that are now being modified. So if we're going to go for heavy tanks, none of these guys actually help a heavy tank, so never mind. Paratrop attack. Let's go with you because we don't have a navy. Which I don't think I need to state because it's pretty obvious, as you can tell, that we do not have anything resembling a navy. We got about 40 days until the Black Spot of Europe is ready to go. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, click thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.